Hey, there you guys are. So what do we got going on now? We got a 2004 Nissan Murano. It's it's the SL. It's got the 3.5 liter. Yeah. Well, so it had a P0420 code, and she was misfiring. She wouldn't misfire when you first started her up. No, she ran fine. But after she got up to operating temperature, I wouldn't say got hot, just got up to operating temperature, it would start to misfire. And it wasn't just one cylinder. I would say maybe 3 or 4 cylinders. But if you give it the gas, I mean, put her to the floor, and she clear right up. It wouldn't miss at all. It was strange, right? Well, 420 saying that you're getting too much fuel in the number one bank, the oxygen sensor. Anyway, so that would almost makes you think it could be a fuel injection problem, right? Well, it wasn't a fuel injection problem. She's fixed now. She's working. There's no misfire anymore. So what did we do? Oh, and by the way, there was no misfire codes. That'd be the 300 series codes, like 301, 302, because each one of them extra numbers represent which cylinder's misfiring. It had none, and there was no misfire codes at all. So if you went by that, it would be telling you that all the cylinders are firing just fine, right? Okay, so what do we do? Well, I'll show you. So anyway, we went over to Advanced Auto up here in her hometown here. I had the app. I checked. They had all the parts available right here. It was a little, I don't even know if it would have been cheaper at Amazon or not, because I got a 20% discount. If you order online, then go pick it up at the store. Oh yeah. Anyway, they matched the price, 20% off up here. I didn't have to order online. I asked them if they'd go ahead and match it, and they went ahead and did it. So anyway, so this is what we went ahead and did, because I wasn't sure. I noticed when I took the beauty cover off. I'll show you in a second. But when I took the beauty cover off, somebody had already replaced one coil, and that's the problem nowadays with when you go to get it repaired at the dealer or wherever. If when they hook it up to the Altel or the computer, and it says that coil number 1 or spark plug number 1, they'll see that it's not firing correctly. So they'll replace that coil and that spark plug, and service is done. Service is done. Well, anyway, this car has 146,000 miles on it. Yep, 146,000 miles. So we went ahead and pulled the trigger. We pulled the trigger. That's what we did. I went ahead and ordered all 6 coils, or got 6 coils. I didn't order them. We went up there and got them. But anyway, I looked on the app and they had all stuff. I put it all in my cart. Said they had it. I gave them a call. They did have it. And so we went up there and got these parts I'm about to show you, and replaced them. This, I mean, if you go on YouTube, you'll find plenty of videos where it shows you how to take off the intake over there. You got to take the beauty cover off, then you take off the intake, and then you commence removing the plugs and the coils, which is very, very simple. The hardest part about this job is really ain't hard, pulling off the intake over there. There's 2 bolts you got to access in the back. Well, Let me swap it around. I'll point it out to you guys. Okay, I'm going to continue on. Remember, we had the P0420 code. No other codes. All right, so you got to pull the beauty cover, and this is what the beauty cover is. It's got 4 bolts. This one's missing a bolt. There's one and 2. The third one's up here. Actually, there's supposed to be 4, but there's the third one. Remember, one's missing on this car. Okay, so you take that off. Then you got to take off the intake right there, this piece here. And there's 3 bolts and 2 nuts. And besides that, on the back side of here, there's 2 lines. Really easy. If you watch the videos on YouTube, it makes it sound like it really isn't so easy, but it's really easy. And then over here, in the back, straight down from here, there's 2 bolts, number 12 millimeter, and you take them off. All right, and then you can then you gotta disconnect it here, and undo the connectors for your air cleaner. Unplug your mass airflow. Disconnect this line. Unplug your throttle body connector. And there's 2 water lines at the bottom of your throttle body. And you just pull both them lines, disconnect them. And then you can take this part off. Now you don't have to, as far as taking this part off, because this is all part of this. And the water lines are all part of taking off the intake. Taking off this is just what I told you. The mass airflow sensor, 2 here, and your clamp here. And this hose right here. And you can pull that out of the way. Anyway, the 3 coils and the spark plugs in the front, real easy to get to. Real easy to get to. It's just the 3 in the back. And I told you, taking this intake is simple. I mean, I didn't do any video of it. We were just getting it done. So let's get to the problem. Earlier, I was telling you about going to the shop and they replace 1 plug and 1 coil. And this car had that done twice. Watch. Here's one. Here's a new coil somebody had put on there. Okay, that was in the number 1 cylinder. So that one had been replaced. And then I think it's original. Now the original one's got 146,000 miles on them. Original. And this one here is a Denso. It was replaced. This was in the number 4 cylinder, which is back here. This is bank 1 on this side, and bank 2 on that side. It could be, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But anyway, this is 1, 3, and 5, 2, 4, and 6 on the back side. Okay. Well, anyway, so we went over to Advanced Auto. They had CarQuest brand premium coil set. Had all 6 coils. It's $385, and you'll get your 20% off. And so that makes about $345, I think. I'm not doing the math here, but anyway. So get them 20% off. Got all 6 of them. Now, if you go online, you can get a Denso or Hitachi. I think that's what these are, Hitachis. You can get them online, and you'll pay anywhere between $89 and $100 a piece. Now, I don't recommend getting no $89 set of 6. Those are junk coils. This set was not cheap. This is almost $400, $385. Well, it was $385 with a 20% discount. All right. So if you're going to do this job on a V6 3.5 liter Nissan engine, because I'm pretty sure this engine's in a few different vehicles. And remember, it never presented a spark misfire. It had one. Let me tell you. All right. So when you change these, you know, you could wait, pull the intake, and then find out if you need this. But we went ahead and bought this because here's your kit you buy, MS 96 471, and this has the gasket for the intake right here. 6 cylinders, 1, 2, 3. You see it? Okay. And this, and it comes with these too. This is for the throttle body. We didn't take the throttle body apart or anything like that, so these gaskets we didn't use. So there's that. So this, but anyway, we bought them and went ahead and replaced them. You don't, I mean, this gasket looks fine. Probably could have used it, but I mean, it's one of one, half dozen the other, and it's still pliable. Feels good actually, but you know, I'd almost say this has been replaced. I bet you if I looked, I might even say Velcro on it somewhere. I don't see it. But anyway, we went ahead and changed it. What else? All right, so we changed all 6 coils, right? There they are, all 6 of them. Four original, 146,000 miles. Well, I'm pretty sure those were the 4 that were skipping. Skip to my darling. All right, so there's some of the parts. Now we're getting down to the spark plugs. I got the torch here on. And if you look, the gap on this is only supposed to be 44 thousandths. And if you look at this one, this plug here is a fairly new plug. Okay? Fairly new. Watch this, guys. Again, another, I don't know if it's going to focus. Fairly new. See that gap? I mean, see how the electrode's coming down? It's got a nice tip on it. So that's another new plug. Another telltale sign, somebody on this one, if you look, they put the anti-seize on this, on the threads here. But they didn't change all the plugs, I'm telling you. Because some of these plugs, there goes one underneath the car. Look at that electrode. Do you see it? Anyway, that electrode's pretty worn down. There's like 3, it might have been in the back 3 cylinders that didn't get changed. Anyway, so just getting down to nitty gritty, just letting you know, if you ever get a P0420, get some misfiring when it gets up to operating temperature. And the reason it does that at operating temperature, and it runs fine when you first start up and the engine's cold, it's because these coil packs right here are still cold. All right, and when they're cold, they're not misfiring. But when they get up to operating temperature, these heat up right here, and then that's it. They'll start failing, and it's intermittent. Oh, you come back to idle, they don't fail. So they can handle running at 700 RPM, but going down the road, they start failing. Wait a second, I'll be right back. Anyway, I got to do a little take 2 because I never hit the record button. I was just sitting there talking to you guys. But anyway, I went through all what I just got done doing. I went through all these coils because I was sitting there talking to you, and I thought about it. Well, did I ever inspect to see if there's any tracking on these coils? That's where you get a little white mark coming off the this extension part here. It'll come out of here somewhere. You'll see white mark, a tracing. They call it tracing. Anyway, there was no tracing because more than likely because she's got plastic valve covers or whatever, composite. They're not metal, but usually if you have like a metal valve cover, it'll arc to there if it's not getting to good. It's not shooting to the spark plug right away. But there was no tracing, so that wouldn't have done any good to take it apart and do an inspection. But yeah, they had a friend of theirs, Colt, come over. He had all the tools that we needed. He had I guess he used to work for Ford, and then he Then he worked for Waste Management working on trucks. He told me that was horrible. He goes, them trucks, ooh, they stunk. Well, he don't do that no more. Now he's over working for a school district, I guess, working on buses and stuff like that. So that's where he's working now. But anyway, he brought over his sockets for the spark plugs and stuff like that. And really didn't take that many tools other than spark plug socket set. I mean, extension. Reach down in the valve cover here, and number 12 wrench for taking off the bolts for the bracket that goes from the intake down to the head. There's a little bracket on the back, on the bottom. Got to take them 2 bolts out, and I think a little 5mm take off the beauty cover there. 10mm to undo that little bracket over there. A flathead screwdriver. Some pliers, undo some hoses. And this job's pretty much done in no time. So anyway, it's up and running. Everything's working great. No misfires. We cleared the 420 code. We've been driving it a little bit. That hasn't came back yet. I don't know. But hopefully that don't come back. Rear its little ugly head. But it appears all be done. It's just the point of this whole video I'm making here is when they'll go in and they'll change one coil to save the customer money. But it doesn't save you any money if you got to go back to the shop again. Anyway, so I went ahead and we changed all 6, got everything changed out. Everything's running good. And it's a good thing Cole was available to help us out and get it done. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up. If you would, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's an eclectic channel. We do a bunch of different things on this channel. And I hope you guys have a great day.